As you are all aware, there are recent changes in the Nigerian Stock Exchange taken by the Securities and Exchange Commission. And this was as a result of transformation program which the government wanted speedily implemented in the stock exchange. And because this was not moving as fast as it expected, the SEC had to intervene. What we're doing right now is to look at all our regulatory and monitoring rules and ensuring that these rules are followed strictly by the stockbrokers and the dealers. You also know that because of the tremendous opportunities in Nigeria, we're looking for ways of attracting investments. And we need to make sure that our stock exchange is fully ready to ensure that we are playing on a global fair playing field. As a result, we are looking into transforming even our trading platform to go into partnership with either the New York Stock Exchange or the NASDAQ OMX. And this will make us open up to the world, and investors can trade in our exchange from anywhere in the world. We have also started putting in place regulations relating to full disclosures by companies listed on the exchange, and timely as well. Recently, we had to take stiff action against companies that are listed and are not providing information that will assist investors to make informed decisions. And so most of them have now come to realize that it's no longer business as usual. We want to make sure that our market is as transparent, as effective, and the process is auditable, so that anywhere you are in the world, you are able to trade in our exchange to ensure that there are no trade manipulations and no price manipulations. We also have the challenge of low liquidity in our market, in our exchange, and we are going to address that. And we are in the process of ensuring that we create market makers and distinguish between the stockbrokers and the dealers and market makers, so that everyone plays its own special area, and ensuring that our market is as effective and booming like any other developed stock exchange. Presently, what we are trying to do is to ensure that our regulations are as robust and sound like anyone else in the world. And so we will need assistance in terms of advice where investors believe there are other things we need to do to make it attractive. And our doors are opened, and we've been contacting the various major investors around the world.
Just as a quick follow-up, and then I'll move on to Mr. Sunil. But why should this time be different? We've heard many times in Nigeria around the fact that the stock exchange is trying to improve liquidity and transparency. How can you reassure the investors here in New York and in the United States that this time will really be effective?
Well, you come to realize that the people in the helms of affairs in the capital markets in Nigeria have changed. With the new, the chief executive for the Securities and Exchange Commission is new in the field. He came in from the African Development Bank and was a vice president there, and she's very eager to make the Nigerian capital market open to the world. We also have a finance minister that is trying to put in place various structures to deepen the market to ensure that we are well placed to compete with other exchanges in the world. Just like what my colleague, the last speaker, had just spoken, in Nigeria, like I said earlier on, we have a transformation program that is aiming to have about 1,000 companies listed in the stock exchange by 2015, and that is the target. And to achieve this, the government have set up a committee, headed by the chief executive of the Securities and Exchange Commission, to look at various incentives to attract a lot of companies to get listed. Some of which, like my colleague said, they are considering reducing the tax rates for any company that is listed on the exchange, reducing the stamp duties payable by such companies in terms of rights or capital increases, reducing the listing fees that will be charged by the exchange, And also, we are also talking to the various professionals, the issuing houses, the professional accountants and things, to reduce their fees just to attract a lot of companies into the exchange. Also, lastly, listed companies that, we also are thinking of increasing the trading hours, because we think if you increase the trading hours, right now we only trade for 3 hours a day from 9:30 to 12:30. And if we have to attract more companies into the market and give room to those whom we are targeting from outside our shores to trade directly in our market, because of the time differences, we need to reconsider our trading hours. These are some of the measures the government is undertaking. Thank you.
Doing business in Africa. You can't afford to be without Africa Investor.